showtime.
Hello, everybody. It is showtime once again. Welcome. If you are new around these parts, I am your host, Robert, a.k.a. The Tall Man. This is my lovely wife, Lisa, and co-host, a.k.a. Mrs. Tall Man. Not that anyone ever calls her that. We are coming to you live once again from the Ovation of the Seas here somewhere, sometime. We don't know. We're in our cabin 12696. That I do know.
That much we do know.
We know that much. And I also know that we actually can see a good bit of the water today.
We can.
It is overcast. You know, it's funny. It's going to stay like this. And if it's anything like yesterday and the day before, a couple of hours from now, the fog begins to roll in, and then it's a brutal night.
Thank you.
I shot some video last night that was like some of the worst fog. It's like it gets worse every night. I mean, you couldn't see up on deck. I went up to deck 14. You couldn't see the other side of the pool.
Oh, fun.
That's how thick it got last night.
Well,
it's crazy.
I know the last time that I was up there in the evening, you couldn't see the far wall. So it was,
it was pretty thick last night.
Wow.
All wet again, and anyway, so.
Nice.
We had intended to sort of wait a minute. Was that yesterday?
That was yesterday. It's Sunday again.
Welcome to Groundhog's Day, where it's May 25th every day. Yes, everyone, it is May 25th, Sunday for us again. You were watching actually yesterday's broadcast since today is yesterday.
Yes, exactly.
So we are officially all on the same time now.
Yay!
Well, at least the date.
Yes, we are on the same date. We are no longer coming to you from the future.
No, we are not. And we do have balcony cam up and running again today. So
yeah.
Hopefully, we were going to let that go until somebody figured it out, but nobody figured it out.
No.
Nobody figured out that you were watching yesterday's broadcast because today is yesterday. Again.
Yes.
So
thank you all for the thumbs up.
And tonight is the night we actually turn the clocks forward an hour.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know.
Now we got to play catch up.
Yeah. Nope. This is the only day.
Yeah.
Outside of that, we keep on losing time.
Yeah.
So we haven't moved the clocks. Anyway.
Yes.
All right. So today, hopefully everybody's doing well. Hopefully everybody had a great weekend, and it's been interesting here on the ship, of course. And we're gonna show you how interesting it is today. We're gonna go. We're gonna show you what it's like here for a day for us on the ship. And for those of you who are new to the channel, we do things a little different around here. We do it tall man style. So without further ado, a day in the life of the tall man and the Mrs. Tall Man. Not that anyone calls her that.
Filming Tom and style.
Good morning, everybody. A lot of people want to know what we do on sea days on a ship that has nothing but sea days. So we're going to take you along for the ride. Well, currently it's about 5:15 in the morning. Lisa's still sleeping. And this is the time. Got to press the elevator button, what floor I want to go to. And this is the time that I go up. I like to do this outside on the upper decks. I go out and get a lot of editing done. And so I'm going to go try to find a dry place to get some editing done for the live shows. So right here. Well, before I get to editing, the first thing I usually do normally is go through all emails and comments and things to get those taken care of. And then it's time to get to the editing. my gimbal died right in the middle of editing video number 8. And I have 20 to go, so I think you get the idea. We'll see you later. Well, it's about 8 o'clock. Time to go get Lisa up. I managed to get about 18 edits done before my computer died. So killed the power on the gimbal, killed the power on the computer. So time to go charge that up and get some breakfast. Well, while Lisa's getting up and getting ready for breakfast, I think I'll try to get the other 2 cabins edited. Well, I figured since Lisa was still getting ready, I would go ahead and get the live show scheduled. So that's now done, and we'll be on our way to breakfast here shortly. Well, let's take a look around and see what we got this morning. So what do we have for breakfast this morning, Lisa?
We've got bacon and eggs, hash browns, watermelon, cantaloupe, beans.
Me, I'm having some scrambled eggs with some ham and cheese. I guess I'm going to make my own ham and cheese omelet. Some hash browns, sausage, bacon, orange juice. Yummy. Azate. Well, I thought I had a time lapse going of us eating breakfast, but turns out I didn't press the button. So, sorry. Anyway, after breakfast, this is a time Lisa and I would like to typically go outside, walk around the ship a little bit and see things, but it's been very foggy and cold, and so we haven't done a lot of stuff outside. We'll give you a quick peek and see what's going on out there now, and then there's some stuff this morning that we can do inside. I think the sun's trying to come out. Look at that. It's the closest to sun we've seen in days. You can see it's still, it's kind of foggy out. Not nearly as bad as it has been, but yeah, yesterday it cleared up when we were doing our show, but then a couple hours later we were right back in it. And last night was actually really nasty, last night. But let's go look a little further up here. I'm not sure what's going on, but they're calling a bunch of stuff over the intercom today. Anyway, a lot of you were asking, was the inside pool packed? Well, it's 9:30, almost 10 o'clock actually, and not a lot of activity in the inside pool. No, we're also wondering what the solarium looked like, how crowded it was, so we'll give you a quick tour of the solarium. Between 9:30 and 10, they actually have a bunch of stuff going on this morning here today. In the music hall, they have the morning puzzle, so we're actually going into the music hall now. You can also have coffee with the officers in the Royal Promenade at 10. There's a lecture. There's all kinds of stuff going on. So they're definitely creating enough activities to keep everybody busy. So let's grab today's puzzle and see how we do. So we were only going to stay for a few minutes and do the puzzles and then go have some coffee with the officers. But, well, we got carried away with the puzzles and we missed the officers. So it's now about 10:30 in the morning. And within about a half an hour or so, we need to start thinking about getting ready for the live show. So we're going to go fumble around for a half an hour and see what we can find to do. Well, we definitely missed coffee with the officers, but as you can see with all the yellow vests, they are in the middle of some drills today. They've been calling a bunch of different alarms this morning. I guess they have to do it. We're at sea for like 12 days, no land, so they got to do it when they can do it. So what was weird was they didn't actually announce that there were drills this morning. Normally, usually the cruise director will come on and say, hey, we're going to be running drills today, ignore everything. Well, they didn't, so they're calling off all these codes. I'm like, that can't be good. And then just before they actually sounded the horn or the alarm, the cruise director came on and said, oh, by the way, these are just drills we're doing. So we're like, okay. So a little extra fun today. We forgot we wanted to go have brunch today. So here's the brunch menu. It actually looks pretty good. So maybe we'll have to try to come down here and do brunch a different day.
Embarkation routes. Assembly station teams, man your embarkation routes.
After walking around the ship a little bit, we just decided to just go chill for about a half an hour before we start getting ready for the live show. You might be thinking, oh, wait a minute, it takes a couple hours, but today we're doing cabins and there's 20 of them. And so I have to program the software that runs the show for 20 different cabins and the breaks in between the cabins. And it takes about 45 minutes to an hour. And then we leave a little bit of time for setting up the equipment and testing and malfunctions and all that fun stuff. So anyway, so we're just going to relax. I think maybe go back upstairs and get some snacks and some drinks for the live show. And because it is drinking day on the live show. So we'll show you the setup here in a little bit.
To the MES. RAF commanders, guide your crew through the MES. Crew members, once you've been checked and scanned at the MES, you are dismissed. Once again, once you've been scanned and checked at the MES, you're dismissed.
The first thing that I have to do here in the cabin to get ready for the show is I got to get the show itself ready in the computer. So why don't you guys come on over here and take a look. So the first thing that I have to do is get all the cabins into the show program. Now, if you see over here, these folders, these are a list of all the different shows we do. And right here, it says Cruise Cabins Live. Can you see that? All right. So when I open that up, it has a bunch of things already in here. But I now have to put all the right names and the right files in there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And once that's done, which takes about 45 minutes to an hour, we'll go ahead and show you how we set the cabin up. So the show's ready in the computer. Now we need to set up. When we're not broadcasting, we like to have the cabin as a cabin. So we sort of find places to put everything. A lot of stuff goes behind the curtains over here. We've already pulled a few things out, so it's not quite as neat as it normally is, but our cabin stewards love us because the cabin is as neat when we leave it as it was when we got it. And that's just kind of how we like to live. So we're going to put this on a little bit of a time lapse so you can see us setting up. But basically, this whole area is going to become our studio. So yeah, hopefully you like the time lapse. All right, well, you can see our setup. Hey, everybody. You saw us doing the setup. It's ready to go. But now we have to get all the cameras working, dialed in, and all that stuff. So the first thing we do is we dial in who we call Hal. That's Hal in front of us. And I can zoom it in, zoom it out, move it left, right, or whatever. But we're actually centered pretty good right now. The next thing that I want to do is balcony cam. Now, for some reason, there's a problem here, and I don't know why. That should be letter E camera. There we go. So that's good. And balcony cam, we call that PAL. PAL is, actually, look at that. PAL's behaving. It's going up and down today.
Nice.
So, yeah. So PAL's dialed in. Now, it never works like that. That was the quickest setup we've ever had. Why? Because we're recording it live to show you the trials and tribulations and different things that we have to go through when we're setting up. It never works the first time, does it?
Never.
Ever. Only when we've cut the camera on. So generally, this is the area I'm playing around with for 20 or 30 minutes trying to get things to work. But it's all working tonight. So we'll see you guys in a few minutes for the show. And we'll pick up and find some stuff to do this afternoon. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right. It's just after, it's about 4:15, 4:30 now. We've just finished the broadcast, and as you can see, we've picked up everything over here. So the cabin now looks like a cabin again. And so we're going to get ready for dinner, I guess. So we're just going to take a shower, relax just for a few minutes, and we'll see you at dinner. All right, so that loss of hour, honestly, it hurts a little bit in the afternoon. We would have gone off and done something else, but a little shower, shave, and rest for a couple minutes, and here we are, time for dinner. So let's eat.
Across the date line, everybody. Let me hear a big cheer from you.
Woo! You see the line? There it goes. I normally do cross the line a lot in my life. But now we just did it for real.
I've asked for a banana split, so let's see what happens. Oh, it was a good dinner. However, something very interesting happened. As we're having dinner, there's an announcement came on. You could barely hear it. And all of a sudden you pulled out a couple words, and one of it was white line. Like, wait a minute, what are you talking about? And then all of a sudden a countdown, and they went odd numbers quickly. Before we knew it, thank you, we crossed the international date line a day early. Nobody was prepared for it. So it was kind of really anticlimactic. We were all excited and, going to try to do it tomorrow, maybe be live with you guys. And all of a sudden it's gone. We went over it and
Just like that.
and now it's yesterday, I think. Anyway. We're off to the music hall. They added something, so we're gonna go hang out and check it out. Well, in a few minutes, we'll be doing something called Are You Smarter Than a Crew Member? Oh, we actually had a bonus that the band was playing when we got here, so we had to enjoy them for a little bit.
I want to know the day, the day, the month, the year.
So we just finished Are You Smarter Than a Crew Member? And it was actually it's quite fun. We hung in there a little bit too long, and now we're late for the hypnotist. So we're heading off to the theater. Let's see if we can snag a seat in the back somewhere.
Come and join me on the chairs. We've got 18 chairs, the first 18. No stripping in the oh no, there's no sex. I know, it sounds like a waste of time. Applause! Let's go, it's showtime! And sleepy, full, heavy, tired, and sleepy. 3. I want to see you smile. I want to see you feel good. I want to see you bounce on the piano. Eyes open, wakey wakey. Eyes open, eyes open, eyes open. There we go. What are you doing?
Oh, I just got here. What's up?
You just got here? Oh, fantastic. Okay, well, thanks for getting up. Are you going to volunteer for the show then?
For what show?
Hypnosis show.
Sure.
Yeah. Have you been hypnotised ever before?
No.
Do you think it'll work?
No.
Okay. Well, we'll try. Take a seat. Take a seat. We'll see if it will. Take a seat. Ladies, sit yourself down. What happened with your jacket there?
I don't know.
I don't know. Put it back on, or you can put it on the back of your chair, whichever you feel most comfortable. Is she gone again? Oh, bless her. There we go. Sleep, and relax, and sleep. Don't be scared. Just shake my hand. That's it. It's okay. It's okay. Good. Good night. See. And drift and feel wonderful. Nothing. There's nothing. There's no sickness. There's a professional. Race that horse! Race that horse! Gone backwards for some reason. Come forward, bring your chair back up, and if you can move that side for me. Hello, you disappeared. You went backwards. What happened? You went back. They're hypnotized. Sorry?
Get a load of these guys.
I know. Amazing. Watch this, watch this, watch this. Okay, do you see that? Watch this, watch this. And sleep. And relax. And sleep. And relax. And sleep. And relax. And sleep. And relax. And sleep. And feel good. Sleep, feel good. Sleep, feel good. And just click your fingers in front of your own face. Shout out loud. 3, 2, 1, click your fingers.
3, 2, 1.
1 minute, I'm on my way to a hypnotist show. Next minute, I'm out here. I don't know what happened. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. The show was great. If you've never seen a hypnotist do his thing, they're pretty fun to watch. This guy, you can see from the video, had some great stuff. So it's about 10:30, and I think Lisa and I will probably head back to the music hall and check out the band, and stay up for a little bit. But for me, 5:30 comes pretty early, so I won't be hanging out too much longer. So we were going to hang out in the music hall for a little bit, but the band wasn't actually playing. They were on break. Didn't know when they were going to come back, and we just didn't really want to hang out. It's been a long day, so we hope that you've enjoyed hanging out with us today and seeing what we do throughout the day. So we will see you all tomorrow. Ciao.
Filming Tom and Style.
Well, there you go, everybody. A day in the life of the Tall Man and the Mrs. Tall Man here. That was actually 2 days ago. That was the day that we did the cabins. I know somebody was asking that, but that was the cabin day. So welcome, everybody, to the live show. We appreciate y'all being here.
Yes, welcome.
We haven't said hello to anybody. So hello, Bev. How are you today? If you got in at the very front of the show, you'll understand why. If you came in late, you got to rewind and go all the way back to the beginning. Anyway, hello, Macrina. How are you? Yep, Sunday or Monday? No, it is Sunday
again.
Yeah, we are celebrating Sunday the 25th for the second time on this cruise.
Yes.
I don't know how that happens. Eric Maxey, I'm not sure I've seen your name here before, so welcome to the Tall Man Clan.
Yes, welcome.
If you're still here. Yeah. Bev, as long as it's not a month of Sundays. Edmund, I would love a month of Sundays. That means no work, we're all off.
Yeah.
Woohoo. Hello, Mama Mac, how are you doing? Dr. Cherie, Desiree, Mama Tall Man coming in. You're a little late, Mama Tall Man.
You are.
Patricia, you guys are nuts. I know, right? Well, it is Groundhog's Day. We are literally celebrating the same day twice. That is very strange. Hello, Elaine. Tuesday, it's Sunday. Again. Yes. Well, losing time, but that means you're in more cruise hours. Yeah, it's forward, backwards, another day, this day. That's what I said to Lisa. Does that mean we're having an 18-day cruise instead of a 17-day cruise?
We're not sure.
Or did they count the double day?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
Antonio says, Robert, we saw your future and you still have mad cows. Yeah, I know. What was I doing in the future? Anything you want to tell me? And it not ruin the timeline continuum? Good evening, Alex. How are you doing? Good to see you. Is there a future in the past? No, I don't think so. We are not ahead. We're the same. Everybody, it's just we're 6 hours difference. We're sort of on Hawaii time right now.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so we started the stream at 3 o'clock or 2:55. And so, anyway. A couple notes for me. What's today, but yesterday's tomorrow. I know, right? Who's on first? But that's all done now because we're all on the same time. True Groundhog's Day. Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
McCrinna says, doesn't look crowded at all. No. I mean, the solarium, the few times we've gone all the way up to the solarium and where that pool, it's never been
seats.
packed.
Yeah, there's been seats available.
I don't know why, because from that pool up through the solarium, it's all inside. It's nice and warm in there.
It is.
And today was probably, and I don't know if each day is going to get a little bit better, but today was a little bit warmer. Yesterday, I forgot to look at the temperature.
I took a picture. Hang on.
Did you?
I did, because I wanted to get the pictures for Groundhog's Day.
We might as well get...
so it was 55 today, so it's actually a little
it's about the
cooler.
same temperature, because we've had it up to 57. but again, the wind's not blowing. So I had been going out with a T-shirt, a long sleeve shirt, the only long sleeve shirt I have, my hoodie, and a jacket, like the windbreaker. And that's what I've been, because the wind's been blowing and it really cuts through you. And today it was just the hoodie. So... it just feels a little bit better out, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Yesterday's Sunday version was 57. Today's Sunday version is 55.
Yeah. Patricia's like, I like Sudoku. Yeah, I do too.
Me too.
I haven't in a while, but during the pandemic, I was following these guys from England,
UK, yeah.
from the UK. These guys are like masters, and they're doing these like incredibly complex that. It goes far beyond, the normal 9 squares with, I can't remember their name either.
I can't
the site.
either.
It's
yes.
fantastic.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, they would have these puzzles, and it would be a Sudoku board with no numbers and a clue as to where to start.
Yeah.
And they would solve it.
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And he does it live on screen. I think I would get to solve maybe 1 out of 10.
I wasn't even there.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Any live music and karaoke during the day? Yes.
Yes.
Yep, there has been. Trivia multiple times a day, different types.
Uh-huh.
Alex, welcome to the present. Thank you. We're glad to be back.
Thank you.
Hey, Jared, how are you doing? Welcome. Good to see you. Alex, the live stream time lapse is so cool. Thank you very much. Thanks for doing live streams every day. Oh, we appreciate it. We may actually take a couple days break, though. We're going to get that in a little bit. Arcade and travel adventures. We just videoed the arcade today, so we'll be bringing that to you soon.
Uh-huh.
Smaller arcade on this ship. So
it is.
But, there's a few things in there. Fast motion with the champagne mimosas. I know, like, well, I got hammered quick. Was this yes, it was the cabin night tour.
Yes.
Hey, Charles. Better late than ever, of course.
Absolutely.
Good to see you. Time flies when you're having fun. It does. Well, we were in there and we got the puzzles that we were doing, the Sudoku. I got mine done much faster than Lisa's. I do that a lot, so the numbers thing is easy for me. But then that next set of puzzles, you had to answer the questions.
Yes.
And those answers were the search words for the search words.
Yes.
Then the leftover letters
yes.
that hadn't been ticked off went into the next thing, and then from there you extracted additional letters, and that solved the puzzle.
Yes.
So that one was tough.
It was. There were a couple of questions on there that had us puzzled for a while.
Speaking of trivia, how many noses does a slug have? No cheating. How many noses does a slug have? You've got 30 seconds.
I totally got that one wrong.
I can't believe somebody actually got it right.
I know.
Okay, we'll do a little trivia with you guys.
Okay.
We'll get to the end of the questions here. Those long cruises would be wonderful sleeping cruises. Yeah. Yeah, but unfortunately, the show right in the middle of the day breaks up our nap. We can't, we get up, we do what we're going to do, and then all of a sudden we're like an hour and a half to 2 hours to show, something like that. I'm like, well, I can't really take a nap now. It takes an hour to figure out what's going wrong with the computer. And of course, that day you saw me video it, everything worked. Today, it didn't work.
No.
I had to go through and try to fix it.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. It's crazy. Hello, Carol. How are you? Cruises forever. Good to see you. We're doing fantastic. Hello, John. John was snoozing. See? 2. None. Let's see. 4 for Dr. Cherie. 4 for Desiree. And the answer is 4.
Yes. Nicely done.
Oh, wrong.
Nicely done.
Yeah. That was one of those strange things. Okay. So this was that. I'll go back here. Sorry, everybody. And it's going to be backwards, but this was that one puzzle that I was telling you about. So we had to answer all of these, which gave you the words, and then those words are in here. And then the letters that were left went into this, and then you took the letters from the box and put them down there in the bottom. So, yeah, anyway. So I want to know if you guys can get this. What is the name of the ancient statue of the Greek god that is in Olympia? What is the name of the statue of the Greek god in Olympia? Answer, please.
Are we muted? Nope.
I figured I was going to pay him some countdown music, but you know. Well, that's not. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta go get the. Anyway, so yeah, again, that video that we played was from a couple days ago. Yesterday, we already talked about it ad nauseum. The 25th. Today's the 25th. Why we're pushing our clocks ahead, I don't know. We didn't actually change the clock from yesterday, so our clocks are already ready to go for tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then again, we're gonna lose. We have like 4 or 5 more days of losing time. It's strange.
Yeah, something like that. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Anybody else? A couple more seconds. Olympus? No. The name of the statue in Olympia. The name of the statue in Olympia. That is not it. It's 4 letters. Zeus. There you go. Patricia wins.
Yay!
Okay. Canal linking the Mediterranean. This is an easy one. The Mediterranean to the Red Sea. Canal linking the Mediterranean to the Red Sea. That's an easy one. There was several give me's in this. There's a couple that, I mean, it took a while to figure it out.
I want to know if anybody else knows what animal can breathe through their rear end.
Oh, we haven't said that one yet.
Nope.
We're going to have snack while we're doing this.
Ooh, okay.
We have chips and salsa today.
Yes, we do.
I think I'm done with the sweet stuff. Yep. That was a gimme. Macrina got that one, Suez. That's an easy one. That's, everybody's going to get that one. Same with the next one. The blank canyon in Arizona, the Grand Canyon, that was an easy.
That's easy.
Okay. The Colossus of what stood for only 56 years? Again, the Colossus of what stood for only 56 years? By the way, this is called Wonders of the World. So, hey, Gina, welcome. We're having Antonio Platypus. No, that was her answer.
That was my turtle for what animal can breathe through their rear end.
That was your what?
That was my answer for what animal can breathe through their rear end.
That is not what you said. We're going to play the replay. Hang on. We're muting. You said. Okay, first answer in from John. Rhodes, that is correct.
Yay!
The Colossus of Rhodes. Woo-hoo.
Nice job.
An underground blank now links England and France. That's easy. Tunnel. London's famous clock tower, Big Ben. That's easy. This 300-meter iron tower was constructed in 1889. I feel it's pretty easy. That was Eiffel. Mm-hmm. By the way, Antonio's second answer is my cousin Charlie. The canal linking the Atlantic to the Pacific. Again, easy. Panama. Famous opera house located on what harbor? Again, I feel that's pretty simple.
Yeah.
That was Sydney.
Yep.
Ancient hanging gardens of blank.
That's easy
on the
too.
Euphrates.
Yeah,
You think that's
that's
easy?
easy, yeah.
Okay, Babylon. We'll skip that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Temple to honor Greek goddess of hunting.
That one was a little bit more challenging.
Yeah. Temple to honor Greek goddess of hunting. Ooh, that was over. Hey, Irene, how you doing?
Hi, Irene.
Shouldn't that be My Cousin Vinny?
What's a grit?
Again, temple to honor Greek goddess of hunting. Any Gulf of America questions, says John? No Gulf of America questions. Everybody having your snacks at the same time, right? Can I have a chip?
Yeah.
You know, I may actually try a little salsa. Let me try a little salsa. How is it?
It's oniony.
It's oniony. My favorite.
But it's not bad. ISIS.
Good guess.
Yeah, good guess.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 letters. I'll give you that. Third letter is a T. T. That's what they gave us. That's what I'm giving you. This one was a really hard one.
That one was hard.
Yeah. And it very oniony.
I told you.
Woo!
I told you.
Come here. Boy, nobody's got a guess for that one. Silence. Silence.
Crickets.
Give you a couple more seconds. Anybody? Anybody? Bueller? Bueller? We lost everybody. It's Artemis.
Yeah.
And by the way, we figured all this out ourselves. We didn't have to go look for the answers. Artemis. The 630-foot blank arch in St. Louis. I don't know if everybody knows it, but it's called the Gateway Arch. I think everybody knows that, but it's the Gateway Arch.
Boy, it took me a long time to pull that one out of my head.
No, got that one. Gift from France by Bartholdi, again, Statue of Liberty. That's an easy one. Great Barrier Reef. That was an easy one.
Ooh.
Climbed by Hillary, Mallory, and Whitaker.
That one.
I knew that one.
Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't know that one.
Does anybody know that one right off the bat?
I don't know, but look at John's snack.
Climbed by Hillary, Mallory, and Whitaker. Was a frozen mudslide, thus the snooze. Nice.
Right? Yeah.
Irene says, popping in, playing Mexican Train with the family. Nice.
Nice.
We're just doing some trivia.
Yeah.
Sorry, I went to get snack, fresh strawberries and Cool Whip.
Ooh, I like that.
I could use some strawberries right now.
Yeah.
No Cool Whip. I think I'm done with sweet for a while.
Yeah. We've kind of had an abundance of sweets lately.
Oh my gosh. There's a whole stack of them over there. We've been hoarding. We're going to have to throw them all away. And Macrina's like, okay, I'm watching The Last of Us now. Double duty, sorry. I see what's going on. Okay. Climbed by Hillary, Mallory, and Whitaker. Nobody? Nobody knows that one?
Mm-mm.
It's Everest. Mount Everest. The falls between U.S. and Canada. That's easy. Niagara. The only ancient wonders still standing tall. I think that's an easy two.
I think that one's easy.
The only ancient wonders still standing tall. Irene said she had cottage cheese with blackberry preserves.
Ooh. I usually like peaches with cottage cheese.
Yeah, that's a good. That's
Blackberry
a good one there.
preserves, yeah.
Yeah. Let's go back to balcony cam. Here.
Yeah. I like blackberry preserves with yogurt.
Now let's also do this.
What are we doing? Ah.
A little trivia music. Just off deep in the background there. And maybe I'll hypnotize everybody.
There you go.
Sleep! It was funny, and I stopped videoing, and I should have turned the camera back on. But at the very end, that guy in the white shirt, his name was Andrew. I mean, they got him good.
They
Same with
did.
the girl with the white thing on.
The jacket.
They were
yes.
walking around at the end after the show was over screaming, "Where's my butt?"
I can't find my butt. Have
Someone
you seen my
stole
butt?
my butt.
Have you seen my butt?
That was very funny. Oh my God, that show was hysterical. Anyway, I mean, you're close. It's not. It's the pyramids, but the Sphinx is
That
sort
was
of
close,
there.
yeah.
Great pyramid. There you go, Anthony.
Ooh,
there you go.
pineapple.
Ooh, pineapple in the cottage cheese.
Yeah.
that's good too. All right.
Well, we were also talking about the cruise director being traumatized after the hypnotist. He had the lady in the white jacket. He had told her that she was going to every word that he said was like silk, and she was just going to just for 5 minutes just everything was going to be about him. So she's down there screaming, "You're the daddy!" And then he also had everybody that had been hypnotized. Every time they said his name, Ricky, everybody stands up, yells, "I love Ricky!" For 5 minutes. It was
pretty
funny.
good.
Yeah, it was
good.
funny.
Yeah, you can see pretty clearly out there now. I mean, it's constant haze, and the camera doesn't really reflect it, but we are able to see out now, right?
Yeah.
And then the evening, I think, with the temperature, when the temperature lowers in the evening, that is creating fog. But last night was the first night when I went outside to do a little night walk that I like to do, that there was not heavy fog. It was a very, very light. It was like, wow, we might be sort of turning the corner, if you will. But
Yeah.
anyway,
I'm just happy to be able to see the water as clearly as we can right now.
the pyramids. There you go. That is correct.
Yes.
Petronas Towers is the tallest buildings. The tallest buildings are in where? Where's the Petronas Towers? 1, 2. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I knew that one right away. So I think I don't know that. Is that a gimme?
The
I'll
Petronas
see.
Towers, yeah.
Yeah. Does everybody know where the Petronas Towers are? I don't.
I don't know.
Trust me, by the way, I'm not a trivia guy. I just watch a lot of construction videos and things on YouTube like that, but love the building, this, that, whatever, and I just happen to know this one, so I just thought it was common knowledge for everybody.
Yeah.
That's right, Irene, the water's there.
Yes.
No, it's not in Dubai. Anthony, I need a buzzer.
That's a good guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta get a buzzer.
Well, you crickets
Nope.
you should have had a little while
I know.
ago.
Dubai, nope, not Dubai. India, nope, not India. We'll tell you. It's in Malaysia. It's the tallest building in Malaysia.
Yeah.
What falls separate Zimbabwe and Zambia? Yes, John, you were correct. Malaysia.
Nice job.
Bad spelling, but it's okay. You're heading the right direction.
You totally had it.
What falls separates Zimbabwe and Zambia? The Z's. Yeah, no. Sorry, Charles. No, it is Malaysia for the towers, for the Petronas Towers. But again, what falls separates Zimbabwe and Zambia? Who likes trivia out there? Come on, we're doing trivia today. We're just, a little bit of fun for a few minutes.
Yeah, why not?
The funny thing was, these weren't trivia questions. These were questions on a puzzle we were doing. These were the questions that I'm reading you. We had to come up with the answers, so it was the answers that are in the search word. And so this wasn't even trivia.
that was our clues to search a word.
Yeah. Yeah, the Z Falls. No, you got it right, Bev. The Victoria Falls.
Yes,
Victoria
good
Falls.
job, Bev.
To me, this next one, this was the hardest. All right, everybody put your thinking caps on. I know it's late where you guys are, but put your thinking caps on. The blank, I can't even pronounce this. The blank of Halicarnassus.
Oh, true.
Halicarnassus. The blank of Halicarnassus. Halicarnassus. Halicarnassus.
And that's the clue.
Yeah, that's the clue. The blank of Halicarnassus. The answer is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 letters long.
I know we ended up with the answer somehow, and I think you must have given it to me because I don't remember the answer to that at all.
I did give it to you.
Yeah, you had to have.
And I ended up figuring it out myself by looking at the letters in the search word that had not been checked off, searching for something that looked like a word. That's how I had to solve that one. That was the only one I had to do that to, though.
Oddly enough, that's how I found Artemis.
The rest of them are actually pretty easy. Yeah, this one's
Yeah.
the Gulf. No, John. No, that's not it. No, not the Gulf. Thank you for the thumbs up.
Thank you. Yeah, there's actually quite a few thumbs up on there. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate it.
That is a live look, by the way, if you're joining us late and didn't know, that is a live look outside of our balcony right there. That is balcony cam. We are in cabin 12696 here on the Ovation of the Seas. In fact, here, look, we're just going to turn Hal. See, look, it's hard to see though.
Is Hal turning?
Yeah, no.
Oh. Hal. I was looking for Pal to be turning.
You can kind of see the stand in between the two chairs. That's what's holding our camera up.
Thank you for the thumbs up.
Yes. There we go. Back. Oh, that's a little too much.
Thank you.
Oh, we got more? Thank you, everybody.
Yes, thank you so much.
Hey, man, why don't you all consider becoming members of the Tall Man Clan? Hit the subscribe button. We do all things cruising, right? We broadcast live for the most part every night that we're on a cruise ship, almost every night, even though we may take a break this cruise. And when we're not on ships, we do cruise news, tips and tricks, and all kinds of fun things. If you're into cruising, oh my good gosh, consider hitting that subscribe button. Guess what? It costs you nothing. It is free of charge. And it really does help out the channel, and we would sincerely love to have you as part of the Tall Man Clan. If you want more stuff about cruising, we put a whole different set of information up in our Facebook group, like all the menus of all the ships we go on, all the pictures of the food that we order, all the bar menus, and a bunch of whole other stuff. We put that up on our Facebook group. So it is a private group, so you do have to answer a couple questions to get in there, so make sure you answer them or it will not let you in. The first question was, what is your first cruise, or was your first cruise? And the second question is adhering to the group rules, which is essentially being nice, no spamming, right? So answer those, it'll let you right in. And last but not least, if you've been hanging out with us for a few extra minutes, we do have a Patreon, of course. If you really, truly want to help support the channel, become a member of our Patreon group. We do special streams, special content that goes nowhere else. We record like full-length shows and put them up there and all kinds of things. And so consider becoming a Patreon member. Entry level like $5 a month. It's nothing, really. It's like a cup of coffee at Starbucks. So, and it would really help us out. And first of all, Lisa and I want to thank all of our current Patreon members and all those considering.
Yes, we do. Thank you all very much.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to give that one because it's the mausoleum. The mausoleum of Halicarnassus. I don't know.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I'd never heard of that either.
But apparently it's a wonder of the world.
Yeah. No, it's not the Great Plains, obviously. Yeah. Did you know you are giving away a ship?
Are we still giving? We are. Look at that.
Holy
We're
crap.
still giving away a ship.
We did on April 12th through the 19th.
Look at that.
Where the heck did that come from?
I don't know, because I know you deleted all that.
I did. Jesus. Mother Mary and Joseph.
Yikes. Thank you for that, Patricia. No, I didn't know we were giving away a ship in April of 2025.
There we go.
Oh, my goodness.
That one was an easy fix.
Thankfully.
Unbelievable. I just can't win.
Nope.
Where did that come from?
I have no idea. And there it was.
Thank you, Patricia.
You know, I wonder if that happened yesterday when it just kind of started disappearing.
A ship? A ship? Oh, it's gone. I was going to play that video again. The giveaway.
Yeah.
I like that video.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was good.
Are you ready?
I love the music.
I know. That was fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah, I took it off the computer. Thanks, Patricia. Yeah, the rest of the questions were easy. I'll just read them to you real fast. Modern engineering marvel tamed the Colorado River. Hoover Dam. Krakatoa, the most violent volcano ever, is where? Actually, that's not as easy. Where is Krakatoa located? The blank of Alexandria, a practical ancient wonder. Again, I don't know how I know some of this stuff, but I knew that. San Francisco's famous suspension bridge. That was easy. The world's tallest waterfall is in Venezuela. Which one It's 3,212 feet. That one's actually kind of hard too. Somehow I knew that. I don't know how I know these things. Oddly enough, it took me a while to figure this one out. Extinct volcano, which is 19,340 feet above the African plains. What is the name of that volcano? And last but not least, the statue of Cristo Redentor overlooks this city. Again, that one, whatever.
Yeah, that was easy enough to figure out.
Thank you. Irene's like, you did a good job on that video.
Aw,
right.
thank you.
Happy Groundhog's Day. Again, I know, right?
Yes.
I mean, today's for real. It is on the schedule. It's actually listed as Sunday the 25th B.
Yeah, day 11B.
Yeah, we had
Yesterday
day
was
11A and day 11B, or we've also seen it 25th A and 25th B.
Yes. Yep.
So here's a new subscriber. Hey, welcome.
Yes, hello.
Or at least new to the chat.
Yes, welcome.
From Albuquerque, New Mexico, and we'll be on the Ovation of the Seas next month. Super excited. Awesome.
Very nice.
Yeah.
She's in great shape.
Well, if you're just joining us, we've already covered a lot of the decks in previous streams. So if you want to go back, there's a playlist on our channel. We've done at least the public decks so far. We've done 3, 4, 5, 14. We videoed the rest of it today, so we'll start those when we come back on live, whether it's tomorrow, the next day, whatever. Yeah, it's Rio de Janeiro, Irene, for that last one. So that's the answer. But you're heading the right way.
Yes.
But yeah, you're going to love the ship. Yeah. This is so interestingly enough, this has been a very interesting trip for us because we just spent 10 days on the NCL Aqua on a 10-day transatlantic where the weather was actually worse than this.
Yes.
At least from a temperature standpoint, the winds were blowing 60. It was nasty almost the whole time.
It was.
And so it was very interesting to compare the two crossings because here on this particular ship, the entertainment staff has just gone, in my opinion, above and beyond trying to create things to keep everybody busy because nobody wants to be outside. But fortunately, a lot of what goes on the ship is inside, like in the back, the sports court area, the C-plex or sportsplex, whatever they call it.
C-plex.
C-plex. I mean, that's indoors. So, the basketball and the volleyball and the pickleball and the bumper cars, which we're going to try to get on, and roller skating. I mean, all that's inside, right? I mean, the rock climbing wall and the flow rider are not. They're outside.
Correct.
And so they were open today. I don't know if they've been open before because, to be honest, I've only gone up to deck 15 once, and I swear I was going to get blown off the ship. So I've been not going up there. So I don't know if they've been open there in the back of the ship any of the other days.
No.
But
and even they had the North Star, which is the crane that goes up.
Yeah.
And you're in like this big crystal ball that you can see everything.
yeah,
That was
up and running
today
for the first time, I think.
Yeah.
Since we left Japan.
Yeah, that was nice to see.
So yeah, you're gonna have a great time. But anyway, they've done a fantastic job of keeping everybody entertained and busy. Where on the Aqua, it was like,
Yeah.
it really was crickets.
It's this. Kudos to the entertainment staff on Royal Caribbean on the Ovation of the Seas, without
Yeah.
a doubt. They daily are changing our activities and adding new things.
Yeah.
I've never seen so many game shows on any itinerary. They're, it's unbelievable how many things that they have come up with.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've got lectures. I've never seen so many lectures. They've got dance classes of every kind of genre you can
They're
think
doing an
of.
acting class today.
They've been doing acting classes all week. They're doing they're going to be doing a flash mob. So they've been actually having rehearsals for flash mob. So you can sign up for that. They're doing a choir. So you can sign up for choir and they're going to do a performance at the end.
The hypnotist is doing a special class too.
Yes.
That they were asked him to do.
Yes.
Outside of it, beside him being a hypnotist, he's something else or whatever, and he works with people with brain issues and things, and he was going to give a class about things and how you can teach yourself to fix things. And I think that was today, so of course we missed it. Or is it tomorrow?
I think it might have been today.
It's today because
I believe it
we
was
saw him
today.
2 days ago now. Yeah,
Yes.
so we probably missed that. So
yes, and they've been adding movies and just all kinds of stuff.
yeah, they moved some of the movies from the pool deck into the inside because nobody wants to hang out up there.
I don't
It's
know.
just
Should I read some of these things that they've had on here?
That's all right. I think we're covering
We're
a lot of it.
covering a lot of it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And Tony says, "Okay, I already failed math on this cruise. Now I'm failing ancient history." Right?
Well, it's ancient history, so I wouldn't expect you to know ancient history.
What's up, Cam Fam? How you doing? Good to see you again.
Hi, welcome.
Sorry, I'm not that great at trivia. What are the differences between the various patron levels? So I'm redefining them as we speak, honestly, Alex. Right now, everything's sort of up there, but it's just going to be more access, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the levels, I think, are like $5, $10, and $25. And so, those who are at the higher level, they're going to get more stuff, obviously. Those who are at the lower level are going to get less stuff. It's no different than, your level with your cruise line. If you're a Pinnacle, they all but let you steer the ship. If you're a Platinum, they all but kick you to the curb and don't even give you a thank you or a kiss or anything. But something similar to that, right? So we'll have, and when we do group cruises, Patreon members who are at certain levels will have a dinner with them and some different things like that. So we really have just climbed back into Patreon, and because of this 17-day cruise, it stopped my process of fixing things in there. And so one of the things I got to fix is something that Macrina did. So I haven't forgotten Macrina. We're going to fix that. But there'll be some differences. There's a gift. If you're at the higher level, you get a T-shirt and things. So just, it's not 100% defined, but there's some stuff in there already.
It is honestly still a work in progress, but there will be, the higher levels will definitely have more access, more benefits.
Irene said, I knew that. But that was the first thing that popped into my head. The big eye, right? Team C, sign up for the flash mob. You don't want to see me dancing or singing.
Yeah, well, the rehearsal's been going on for that for a while now, so I think they probably wouldn't allow us
I think the big guess is what song are they going to do?
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, I don't know.
The iconic thing it comes to my brain is Thriller. That seems to be what
that's what everybody does. And you already know that one, so yeah, you could get away with that.
Maybe. John says, I wonder how long the Aqua crew were all together. Maybe they are a bit in tune with each other and the cruisers. So interesting enough, Ricky's brand new cruise director on this cruise. Mm-hmm. Nobody's ever worked with him before.
He's an Aqua, so I think he's talking, yes.
I know.
Okay.
The point I'm making is they got a brand new cruise director here.
Yeah, he literally came on after we had already set sail. Was when he took over. They had to switch.
The reality, John, is none of the crew are new. From the entertainment staff, right? They pick the best of the best and they bring them on there. Now, have they worked together? Usually the way it works is they'll name the cruise director. And then the cruise director, on a lot of the lines, will then get to choose his staff from people he's worked with before, people he knows, right? Because there has to be a synergy that happens, right?
Yes.
But regardless of that, the cruise director had been a cruise director for a while.
Yes.
The entertainment staff had been an entertainment staff for a while. They didn't really make any sort of serious attempts to fill the schedule when there was nothing to do. Most days there would be a couple of hours in between things to do outside of maybe learn how to do the iron butterfly yoga position or something.
Yeah, and again, we're talking about the Aqua now, the NCL Aqua.
Correct.
Right now.
Correct. Yeah. So, when we talked about that when we were on the Aqua, we were just disappointed that they didn't.
Very little activities.
I want to back up one more time.
Okay.
That cruise was always going to be a 7-day, no land cruise.
Yes.
It ended up being a 10-day because of bad weather. We had to go south to get underneath it and stuff. But it was always going to be 7 days with no stops.
Yes.
They didn't
They didn't have enough
No,
activities
they
planned
did not.
for what it should have been, and nor did they make any attempt to add things to do since the weather was
Yes.
so horrible and you could not take advantage of what that ship was designed for, the outside.
Yeah.
Everybody was forced inside with nothing to do on the
Yeah.
Aqua.
Yeah.
Which here they are, oh my gosh, they are changing everything sometimes
Oh my gosh.
twice, 2 or 3 times
Yeah.
a day. They're adding stuff.
Crazy. They're really doing a
Still,
fantastic job.
They're adding stuff. Yeah.
Alex, you should find out when the flash mob. I would love to, but that's why they call it a flash mob. They never announce when it's going to
They
be.
don't tell you, yeah.
But I got to assume it's going to be in the Esplanade, the Royal
I
Esplanade.
would think so.
It's got to be where it
It
is,
has to be then, but we don't know when. So that's the thing, is trying to figure out when.
right?
Maybe
right.
we can get somebody to tell us.
I don't know. Hey, when are they doing that flash mob? Shh, we won't tell you. We just want to record it.
Oh, and Alex, you are here today. I'm not sure if you were here yesterday. I know you had asked if Ricky, the cruise director, was on social media. Let me page down here. He is on Facebook only. So you would search for Ricky Matthews, cruise director. Ricky Matthews, cruise director.
There you go.
Yes, I'm not sure if you saw it on the replay, but I did have the answer for you.
Okay. John says, makes sense. Hopefully better, though, as our next is on the Aqua next May. Well, look, all things being equal, the Aqua sails the Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
Generally speaking, the weather's going to be great. Okay, you may have an odd rainstorm here, there, or whatever. I mean, in the middle of hurricane season, okay, there's that potential. But again, they go around that stuff. This happened to be 10 days of unbelievable winds, bad weather, fog. You literally
The
on
outdoor areas
they
were
had them
locked.
locked off. You literally couldn't go out if you wanted to.
Yeah.
And with a ship that's really designed that a lot of the stuff is to take place outside. It just forced everybody inside.
Yes.
So, John, I think you're going to have a fantastic time.
I think you will.
And I know there's a lot of people that have gone on the Aqua since it's running its Caribbean, since it got down to Florida and it's now running its Caribbean cruises, that have a fantastic time.
Yeah.
And we tell everybody that, even, on a ship that we don't have a good time. This is why we didn't have a good time. We didn't have a
Exactly.
good time because the weather was bad the entire time. And they didn't create enough things to keep everybody busy. So it was just really boring. Now, we made our own fun and we had we enjoyed that, right?
Yes.
Because we love sea days. Honestly, we love boring sea days. So all in all, it didn't affect us too much, but we were shocked that they didn't try to do more to be more entertaining to the people that were on board.
Exactly.
Now,
I was just going to say, John, you've got to get on that Aqua Coaster.
Yeah, you got to do that. Yeah.
It was open briefly for 2 days, and I was able to get on it. Love it. I would have loved to have spent more time out on deck 8.
Yeah.
I love some of their spaces out there, but again, we
Yeah.
weren't able to do that. Yeah.
It's a pretty ship.
It is a beautiful
The
ship.
rooms are beautiful. The spaces are beautiful. It really is.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
those that are sailing on it now, again, in the Caribbean, I'm sure they're having a fantastic time, right?
Yeah.
Just, pray there's not 7 days of bad weather where you can't go outside because they're not going to plan anything for you to do. I'm just saying.
But according to some people that we've spoken to, they had that great drinking package, and so that makes up for it.
Yep. Alex says thank you, by the way.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You're very
welcome.
welcome.
You're welcome. All right, well, look, we're going to get out of here because it's 4 something, I think, now, which means dinner's right around the corner for us.
Geez, yes, it is.
And so now we've got 6 days left here.
Mm-hmm.
And we've only really have 2 more videos, 2 more decks to really share with you. We've got the outside of deck 5. And we also have deck 15 and 16, which we did as one video. So we may not come to you for the next for all 6 of the days. And actually, to be clear, we're staying on here another 3 days after that.
Mm-hmm.
So we still have 9 days on the ship. Okay.
But we do have more that we are going to video during that 3 days that we are not able to get to
Yes.
for this
Well,
itinerary.
we don't have any of the kids there yet, so we can't get those now. We're going to
Correct.
have to do that on the next cruise.
Correct.
We didn't do the spa, so we're going to have to get that.
Correct.
But outside of that, I think the rest of the stuff we can get, like the shops and we couldn't get the 270 bistro. Every time I go down there, they got the
locked.
darn door shut.
Fire doors.
Fire door closed. I'm like,
Yeah.
man, what are they doing back there?
Yeah.
And we have to get into the Solarium Bistro as well. We'll try to
Yes.
get those. The point is, I think we might take a few days off, just to hang out and do some more vacationing for ourselves. Yes, I know there's sea days, but not a complaint, because we love the live shows, guys. We really do. But it really is. What is that?
Did we disappear again?
Yeah, no, I'm pressing things that I shouldn't be pressing.
Oh,
It's my
okay,
bad.
gotcha.
It's really funny to have to do this in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
Our schedules, are so laid out. Our 9 o'clock, because we do so many Caribbean cruises. It's been weird because it just cuts everything up that we want to do. So I think we're going to take a couple of days and I didn't tell her that, but I
No,
think
you
we're going to
didn't.
take a couple of days and just hang out and enjoy some sea days. I know we took a few days at the front of this cruise to enjoy Japan, because we've never been there. But I think I would like to take a couple days away. And be honest, these couple days I'm probably going to be doing a lot of editing anyway.
Yeah.
Because there's just so much. We still have to edit all the videos from Shimizu, all the
Yes.
video from Osaka.
Yes.
Got all this stuff to do.
Yes.
There's also a bunch of videos we want to record for you, some different subjects, tips and tricks and things. There's a metric butt tongue. Speaking of butts, let's bring that back. What animal, the only animal, can breathe from his butt? I want to see if you know that.
That's a
Butt.
good trivia question.
That's a good one. What animal is the only animal that can breathe from its butt? Alex says, NCL, did you provide the feedback on or off the ship? Did they respond back? Alex,
We did.
I have a YouTube channel. They know we're here. I'm quite sure they've watched. And again, ship's great. Beautiful. Rooms, awesome. Food was great. All of that. Just, we think the entertainment staff failed in bringing enough events on a cruise. And I know it's hard, right? Because they're not going to always do that. This was a one-off, right? Or maybe once a year kind of, or would it be twice a year? If a ship's going to, like this ship is going to do this long thing twice a year.
Yeah.
So plan it, stick it in the vault, and then bring it out when you need it, right? Meaning the different names of the events and the
And
things.
here's the thing. NCL's been doing this for many, 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 many years.
These aren't news cruise lines.
No, they're
not.
not. And, they've got a list of things that they could be doing. But the fact is they didn't do it. And that's the whole thing. They could have,
Yes.
but they didn't.
Antonio's like, no problem. Enjoy the cruise. We'll see you when you see you. John
Absolutely. Yes.
wants me to go on a bar crawl. That'd be great. Live.
Yeah. No.
It'd be quick is what it would be.
It would be quick if I was doing it.
2 drinks
Two
and
drinks and
we're done.
Thank you.
Or one really big shot of 1918 tequila.
And Robert would be like, I can't feel my toes.
I
Pick
couldn't.
me up. I can't feel my toes.
You know what? I don't like tequila. That was really good. That was really good tequila. Thank you for the thumbs up.
Thank you.
Though we do have a bottle of sake sitting around here.
We do, but we're not opening that until we get home. It's really good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I'd never had sake before. That was good. It really
Yeah.
was.
I know.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah, sorry, John. You deserve some time. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Frog. No,
No.
he's not a frog.
No.
Enjoy your vacation. Great time. Thank you. Enjoy. Awesome. Good night. I'm going to visit some covered bridges tomorrow. Oh, that's fun. We have some
Ooh, yeah.
friends. There's an event. I don't know if it's in your area. There's a big covered bridge
Thank you.
festival, and they've gone up there.
Yes.
He's still claiming it's my cousin Vizzy.
Denny.
My cousin Charles from his
Thank
butt.
you.
Monkey? No.
No.
Spider? No.
No.
Crab? No.
No.
Hey, Chris. I have to say, Lisa is so attentive to details. No question gets unanswered. No matter the question, Lisa finds it. That's what we do. Our
It
sleuth.
is. He's the video guy. He's the content guy. He's the editor. I mean, he does all of that stuff, and so it falls on me to find the answers. And darn it, I'm going to do it.
She's going to keep up her end of the bargain. What she hasn't done yet, she's got to start getting those bar menus.
I know.
That's
I
gonna
haven't
take a
gotten the
while.
bar and restaurant menus, but we cleaned out all of the pictures and videos off of my phone today, so I have room and I'll be able to find them. That's my biggest challenge, is finding enough time during just one span to just go from all of the bars and get all of the menus, and then go to all of the restaurants and get all of the menus, because what happens is other things get intermingled, and then I don't know what menus
Yeah.
for what place, and it gets really challenging.
Which gets back to the having to do this broadcast in the middle of the day.
middle of the day.
And it's changed. It started at
Yeah.
11 o'clock, then went to 12, 1, 2, now we're at 3.
Yes.
So it's, and
And
by
it's
the
still
time
gonna
we change an
change.
hour, now we're cutting into dinner time.
Yes.
So it's just a crazy thing.
We're
It's
probably
weird.
going to have dinner in the buffet the last night.
The last couple nights.
Yeah, the last couple
I think
of
our
nights.
last time change is 2 days before we get back.
Yeah.
So it's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
So anyway, Patricia's like, yes, he would literally be crawling. You have that correct. Kudos to Lisa from Irene.
Thanks,
and
you
another
guys.
Chris.
Thank you. Thank you.
Not
you.
Bloom's urge.
Not Bloom.
Oh,
yeah.
not to forget Robert, maybe. I
Oh,
don't know.
yeah.
No.
No. I mean, goodness.
Bev, Turtle.
Bev! Yes! Nicely done.
Oh, and John came in with turtles, too.
Nice.
Y'all had
Good
enough time to look
job.
that up. You cheated. Both of you. Cheaters. You're walking the plank. Elaine
Thank
Tuesday
you,
says,
Tuesday.
yes.
Thank you.
Yes, you two enjoy some time and enjoy vacation time. Absolutely. Chris says, Lisa, I believe you were an investigator prior to a content creator.
That would be really cool. I'd like
Thank you.
finding out stuff.
No, she wasn't an investigator.
No,
No.
I wasn't.
No.
I was a barking dog.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
a barking dog.
I was a barking dog.
I'm more the researcher,
yeah,
investigator than she would be.
yeah.
But it's not hard. This is what you want to know. Let's just go find it.
Yeah.
We do like scavenger hunts.
We do.
Yeah, those kind of things.
Yeah.
And that's what it helps us learn too. Look, we're not perfect. We're human beings, right? And we're not travel agents. The cruise lines aren't feeding us information. We literally have to go figure stuff out on our own. A perfect example. One of the cabins on the MSC World America, we got it wrong. It's already out there, and I got to figure out how to fix it. We're fixing the description and the thumbnail, but I have to figure out how to fix it in the video without pulling it down and re-uploading it. It was one of the Aria balconies. They have two types. There's a premium and then there's a deluxe. The deluxe is sort of their basic one. Regular balcony, regular cabin, just you have Aria benefits. Well, they also have a premium. Well, the premium is on deck 9 and has a larger balcony. So in our prep process, we are actually just looking at deck plans and the color key code. And it looked like the cabins on deck 15 that we shot was the same color key code as the ones on deck 9. And so when we shot the one on 15, we called it a premium. Well, I've been told a couple times now by some
People.
yeah, that I'm a idiot and I shouldn't quit my day job. So if that gentleman is watching, just saying. We're only human. We can only do with, what is given to us, and nothing's given to us. So we have to go find it out. But when we figure out we've done something, or the information, which is also when we come full circle, we try so hard to double check facts and things before.
And get accurate information.
Yeah, with news and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so, anyway, and to, you can, where is that? Hang on. There's a special thank you. Haven't had to play that in a while. So, on that note, as we were saying just a few minutes ago, we're going to go have some us time because we're going to do that. So, we don't have to go home, but we do have to get the out of here. Peace.